shadows breathe fire into purple stars. Forests roared like living drums, and rivers hissed where the magma runs. The air was thick with hunger and heat, where thunder rolled beneath bare feet. No names, no words, only cries and calls, echoing through primeval halls. And there where mountains split the sky, something massive learned to fly, not with wings but with power untamed. A shadow so fierce the earth was named. They called it nothing, for names were none. But we call it Gigantosaurus, the devil of the sun. Oh, Gigantosaurus, lord of stone and flame, your aura could wake the dead by name. Your eyes were red as molten dawn, and your shadow stretched a mile long. Oh, beast of terror, born from thunder, your steps tore earth as tribes hid under. Yet in the dark, by embers gleam, rose a whisper, a human dream. They were few, skin and bone, huddled in caves, afraid, alone. Fire, their god, their fragile friend, light against the world that wouldn't bend. Mothers whispered to crying sons of beasts that ate the moon and suns. But one night a child stood near flame and asked, why fear? Why not claim? And so began what none foresaw, the war between fang and flaw. The giants had strength, the humans had will. The dawn of man began still, still, still. The ground shook, trees fell, birds vanished before they could yell. A tremor in the roots of time. Gigantosaurus crossed the line. From shadows whom its head did rise, crowned in lightning, crowned in cries. Its teeth were mountains, its breath a storm, its tail a river, its rage a form. And humans froze in trembling fear as thunder whispered, it is here. Oh, Gigantosaurus, eater of kings, breaker of bones, the earth it rings. But from the dust the small ones stand, with heart of flame and ash in hand. They have no claws, no scales, no roar, yet courage beats through every pore. They are the whisper in the stone, the dream that dares the beast alone. Beneath the moon of bleeding light, the tribe but not alone. For every roar that shakes the sky, 1,000 hearts refuse to die. Oh, Gigantosaurus, your reign may end when mortal hands with fire bend. For in the dark a new age hums, not tooth nor claw, but mind becomes. They set the traps, pits of flame, where rivers boiled in human name. The beast returned with fury blind, but fire rewrote mankind. It screamed, it burned, it tore the ground. The jungle echoed death's own sound. Smoke rose high, the stars turned pale, and man for once had tipped the scale. The giant fell, its crown undone by creatures born beneath the sun. And silence fell upon the land as humans wept with trembling hands.